It's not on a resume. You get this when you meet with somebody, and it's the ability to get along. I feel like it's so easy sometimes as auditors to go, oh, well, here's the policy, and did you do it or not do it, right? We can be very kind of a black and white world. And sometimes we get this police mentality, right? Where we're like, hey, we've told you this and you need to do it, right? You need somebody that can collaborate and can collaborate with the team you're working with, but also with the auditee. I kind of step back in the way I kind of approach this with our team and what I'm looking for people who are coming into the team. I kind of look at audits and say, hey, every process, every function at a company is on a journey. And so whatever the maturity of that function is, and think about control maturity in that same way, right? And so it's like, hey, can you come in with an attitude that says, hey, here's where you're at today on a 1 through 5 scale, you're at 2, I'm trying to help you get to 3. And you know what, in 3 years from now, I may come back and try to help you get from 3 to 4, right? And so someone who can have that approach, and you get that when you start talking to somebody for 30, 40 minutes, you can kind of get a good sense of how's their approach to internal audit. Is there audit? Are you approaching it as, hey, I'm the hammer, I'm here to make sure everybody does it right? Or are you there to say, hey, how do I get people to the right place? One caveat in that is sometimes I give everybody the benefit of the doubt that people are just trying to do the right thing. When I get evidence to the contrary, then you go down a very different path. Once you get on that fraud train, it's a very different approach. But I think you always have to give people the benefit of the doubt until you see evidence to the contrary. So collaborative, but also someone that can, if you see fraud, be okay saying, hey, I think this is what it is. And you also have to have people that handle it the right way, because some people think like, well, what I saw is fraud, and no matter what anybody else says, forget it. And you're out of, college, and you're like, oh, I've identified fraud. But in reality, if you talk to someone that's been around for 10 or 15 years and go, okay, these are the pieces you're missing, right? And so someone that can kind of deal with those situations